The Speaker of the Finnish Parliament Mr. Jussi Halla-aho hammers Sanna Marin. She seemed like an older teenage girl. Mr. Halla-aho criticizes Marin in the book. She seemed like an older teenage girl who had spent too much time in the feminist bubble and wasn't used to it that someone would contradict her. Halla-aho's assessment of Marin, who has earned fame as the world's youngest female prime minister, is merciless. Mr. Halla-aho continues. She was irritable, snappy, and behaved badly towards both her own and strangers. Her ability of self-criticism was very weak, and she considered all criticism from outside to be misogyny. Halla-aho believes that a direct goddess cult was built around Marin, and that is why the media also praised her. The years 2020 to 2023 were a dark period in the history of Finnish political journalism. Almost the entire media became the uncritical voice of Marin and her government. Columns and editorials sang songs of praise, which were mostly compared to Soviet newspapers from the 1970s, says Halla-aho. Everything Marin did was good and perfect, and the opposition committed outright sacrilege by daring to criticize what she did, Halla-aho continues. Halla-aho says in the book that at some point during the Marin scandal, the possibility even crossed his mind that the young prime minister was actually trying to see if she could behave so badly that the media would not find anything to praise about it, and that's why the confusion became more and more intense. Only after Marin's term has some media statements shown very cautious reflection on whether everything went in the best possible way, for example in the areas of the pandemic, EU advocacy, or economic and employment policy, and whether the government's actions should have been approached more critically, Halla-aho observed. Comparison to Stubb. According to Halla-aho, it is interesting to compare the treatment of current President Alexander Stubb, who served as Prime Minister in 2014-2015, with Sanna Marin's later antics, such as whipping her behind in social media videos, making out with friends in the presidential residence Kesäranta, or cover photos taken in revealing clothes in trend magazines. When a 40-something, non-leftist man violates the norms attached to an institution, he erodes the authority and credibility of the institution. When a 40-something, leftist woman violates the same norms, she shakes, renews and refreshes the institution in question, according to the framing in the state media.